You can develop confidence with women, even if you have zero success with women up until now. But you must be able to learn how to persuade or convince your subconscious mind that now you are already a guy who is confident with women. Because whenever your subconscious mind is completely persuaded by an idea, then its very nature is to outpicture this idea into your visible world. Neville Goddard said this: your imagination creates your personal reality. So do not think that your imagination is just some weird thing that God gave to you. Your imagination is a means to convince your subconscious mind of an idea. And I understood this basic spiritual principle during COVID lockdown. When I was 19 years, I got my first girlfriend. And at that time, I was into game, I was into pickup, I was learning so many different techniques from all these dating gurus and pickup artists. And I thought that's what got me my first intimate relationship. But during COVID lockdown, as I started to suffer from anxiety and panic attacks, and I even broke up with my girl, what happened was I was forced to turn inwards. I started to meditate. And that's when I realized that all these outer game techniques, all these pickup techniques, never really worked. It was all my imagination and feelings that I had while reading a book called Sex God Method that actually created this intimate relationship in my visible world. So you have only one power, and that is your imagination. And through this imagination, you can create any circumstance in your life. Right now, you want confidence with women. Right now, you just want to be able to hold conversation with women. You want to be a guy that girls like. You want girls to see you, to notice you, to compliment you, to want to be with you. All of these things can be accomplished if you simply learn how to imagine properly and how to convince your subconscious mind that you are now a guy who is confident with women. When you do this properly, you do not have to listen to any pickup artist, any dating gurus, any psychology coaches, because these people do not understand that their visible reality is an extension of their own mind. They do not understand that this visible reality is Maya. Yogis have been calling our visible reality as Maya, or magical life, or an illusion for thousands of years, because they knew that whenever they upgraded their state of mind, whenever they programmed their subconscious mind through certain visualizations, certain meditative practices, all of a sudden their life circumstances changed. Their visible world changed. Their terrible circumstances vanished away, and they became a magnet for all the wonderful circumstances to come towards them. So, in this video, I am going to teach you how to use your subconscious mind in order to develop confidence with women. The first step is getting into a relaxed attitude of mind, and that is done through Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra, or non-sleep deep rest protocol, is a process where you guide your attention through your body parts one by one until you achieve a state of relaxation. This is when your breathing rate slows down. When your breathing rate slows down, your brain waves slow down as well. Now you are ready to visualize and imagine vivid scenarios, and all of these vivid imaginal acts are going to go right into your subconscious mind only because you have been doing Yoga Nidra properly and you have achieved this relaxed attitude of mind. Do not ever forget this first step, especially if you're a beginner. So after Yoga Nidra, you're going to create an imaginal act where you are already the man that you desire to be, and you already have everything that you want to have. So start to create an imaginal act where you are looking at yourself and you are the most confident version of yourself. You're walking up to a girl or a group of beautiful girls, and you can see that they are super beautiful. They are playing with their hair. As soon as they are seeing you, their pupils are dilated as you talk because they are so attracted to you. Imagine this. Even if you think that this imaginal act will never happen, start to imagine this, because your imagination will create your reality. Start to imagine that you are holding this beautiful girl in your arms. Start to imagine that she's complimenting you, saying things like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing. I'm so lucky to meet a guy like you." Start to imagine that she's trying to kiss you, she's trying to touch you in all sorts of places. Start to smell the perfume that she's wearing in your imaginal act. Provide all the sensory vividness to this imaginal act to make this imaginal act feel real to your brain. When your brain starts to believe that this imaginal act is real, then your brain is going to create neural networks that reflect like these wonderful things are actually happening to you in real time. So provide the sensory vividness of what you can see, what you can hear, what you can smell, what you can taste, what you can touch in your imaginal act. Now, hold your attention on this imaginal act and mentally rehearse it over and over again until you start to feel the feelings of joy or gratitude or satisfaction or victory or thrill. And through the medium of these emotions, these elevated emotions, you are going to send this imaginal act into your subconscious mind. Through the medium of these feelings, your subconscious mind is convinced by this imaginal act, by the reality of this imaginal act. Only because you have felt the feeling of joy, gratitude, and all of these positive feelings, your subconscious mind is now persuaded that all of these things have happened to you. Now, it's a law that your subconscious mind is going to interact with every atom of your physical reality until whatever you have imagined actually starts to happen in your material world. Now you lose free will. Now girls in your visible world will lose free will. And whatever you have imagined will happen. You will be compelled to utter the right kinds of words. You will be compelled to exhibit the confident body language. Girls will be compelled to come towards you, to notice you, to fall in love with you. And you didn't have to do anything in your visible world. All you had to do was convince your own subconscious mind that you are now a guy who is super confident with girls. This is how you gain supreme confidence with women without ever approaching them in real life, without ever having to face humiliation or rejection when you're a beginner by cold approaching them. Cold approaching sucks. I did that for so many years and it sucks because I never found this superior technique. Only when COVID happened and I was forced into meditation, I got to learn about all of these spiritual ideas, spiritual principles. So do this meditation every night for at least 30 days. Why? Because you have to be able to train the attention of your brain, train the imaginal faculty, train the body's capacity to hold these positive feelings. Because a normal human being cannot do that. He cannot visualize vividly. He cannot hold his attention on the desired imaginal act. His attention will go to one past event, or it will go to another future worst case scenario where the girl is rejecting you or slapping you, or it's like to jump to another future irrelevant scene. But become disciplined, and one day you will convince your subconscious mind that you are now truly confident with women, and that will happen in your visible world as well. A normal human being has practiced feeling unworthy and negative emotions for so long that it will definitely take some time in order to feel positive, elevated feelings while imagining these wonderful things happening to you. So invest in yourself for at least 1 month, and suddenly, one day, you land this program, this imagination plus feeling in your subconscious mind, and everything will change. You will not recognize the guy that you are right now because you will be a completely different version of yourself. So if you want one-on-one personalized coaching from me, where you are going to learn how to imagine properly, how to hold attention, how to feel the elevated emotions so that you can completely convince your subconscious mind that you are now confident with women, and you do not have to do all these crazy pickup techniques and outer game techniques in order to attract women. Then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below and the pinned comment section down below. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.